Hello, so we're going to create a many-to-many database here. So there's a few use cases for this that I can think of off the top of my head. We have a list of names, and maybe we have sort of lead categories. Maybe we're doing sort of reach out, and we want to actually maybe combine like keywords. Like we have, sent, and we have follow up, right? Followed up, or we have lost leads, and we have, one leads, but sometimes we have something like keywords, and we might have like this person might be a CEO, and they might also have an employee, 5 employees, and you might end up having column after column of like maybe some booleans, some like yes or no questions, or you fill out sort of multiple things. But really what we want to do, maybe what you're trying to do, is put all of that information into one cell and show it right next to this person. Right? In the case of like lead, there's only one. But in the case of keywords, there might be many. Maybe there's like different types of companies that you're reaching out to, or different types of people, and people have more than one category or keyword that they're a part of, right? People can be both a mother and a CEO. People can be both a father and a CMO, right? Or a lead software engineer and also be other things, right? So what ends up happening is, right, one of the problems you're going to be facing is you'll probably have multiple columns, or you're trying to fit in everything into one cell, and you're doing it manually, something like this, right? CE, and also some other things, right? So you'll know the problem you're facing when you're adding comma separated values into one cell, and you're like, there's got to be a better way than typing these in or select. There's got to be a better way. There is. The thing is, you got to do a couple things to your sheet. Okay, so first off, we're going to create a duplicate of this, and instead of names, we're going to do keywords. And so one thing you might be frustrated with is that like it can't be related right away to everything. Oh, you might have a list of investors and companies. Maybe you have multiple contacts. But for this, we'll do keywords. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out every column except for one, and these are just going to be keywords. These are all the keywords we could possibly have, and we can always add to them later. I'll show you that. I mean, I don't need to show you that. So we have like CEO, CMO, which are, 2 different people, but maybe we have 5 employees, 10 employees, no employees. We have different things, statuses that can be combined, right? Now, here's what's going to happen. And here's where the magic happens. We're going to create one more sheet. We're going to duplicate it, and we're just going to call this, let's say, DB. We need in this 2 columns, and we need no data. We can delete everything in the DB. And what we need to do on the left side is we're going to create a drop-down chip. Let me move my face. We're going to create a drop-down from a range, and that range is going to be names. And it's going to be probably a column. We're going to go hit done. We're going to also copy this and paste it all the way down. So we have drop downs everywhere here. On the B column, the second column, we're going to do almost the same thing. We're going to insert a drop down, but in this case, drop down from a range, we're going to do keywords A:A. Done. And again, we're going to copy that one drop down all the way down to the bottom. There we go. I think it's in there we go. So now we have 2 sets of drop downs from ranges. One on the left side, which is our names. We can select someone like Mrs. McKenzie here. And we have keywords like CEO, and 5 employees here. So what we need to do to combine these 2 groups is for every one we want to add, whatever relation we want to add, we just put them next to each other. So Mrs. Mackenzie Dietrich is both the CEO of a company with 5 employees. Maybe Fabiola Wolf is a CEO of 10 employees, and we have Fabiola Wolf, and we put her both next to each other, right? Order here doesn't necessarily matter. It just matters that you have the relation across a row. So this Fabiola Wolf is both 10 employees and also CEO. You can have these, you can break them up. It can be down here if you forgot to add her. If we have different person, we can always add Fabiola again at the bottom. They don't necessarily need to be next to each other. All right, now we have to actually perform a little bit of magic here. On our names, the goal of this is that we want all of the keywords in one cell to be displayed here. So how do we do that? Well, you might be thinking right away, and you might have already done something like this, but you might do filter. And what we need to do is filter DB, B:B, the second column in the DB column, in the DB page. And we need DB A:A to equal the name of the person in this row, okay? So if you do this, let's just do this and show what happens. We get two things, and it goes across multiple cells. We don't want that. We want them all in one cell. Well, what you might have already been doing is something like transpose, and what this does is just takes it verticalist and makes it horizontal, and there. Again, problematic because our keywords are across many cells, and maybe there's other data we have here. We want everything in one cell, so we need to do a join. And what we do is we can join any delimiter. We'll do a comma here, for instance, and all of our values are going to be the filter that we searched for. Okay? And now, in one cell, all of our keywords, no matter how many we have, are joined here together. So our DB over here, we can add Mrs. Mackenzie Dietrich. We can add maybe she's also CMO for some reason. And there it goes. It gets added automatically to the keyword column here on our front page. And same filter can be copied down, and we have the filter for Crabbiola. And one thing you're going to get is probably NA. We can fix that by wrapping this with, I think we can let's try wrapping this FNA, comma, nothing. Let's see if that works. And there we go. We got nothing. If we have no filter, the NA is saying no matches found. You can also have some text there is like no keywords found, or add some keywords. No keywords. So you can have some text there, but you also might just want nothing. You might want a blank so that visually you can see, oh, there's nothing here, I need to add this. Or you can have a command that says add keywords. There you go. And we can add keywords as we want. And now, this entire database of the DB is completely manual. We can add information here as we want. And this keyword column is automatically added, and it's all in one cell. It's all in one column. So no matter how many we have there, keywords, they'll all be added, and they'll be joined by a comma. We can also add some other joins here, any other delimiter like a pipe, or maybe you want some spaces, maybe not spaces. Spaces are pretty bad here. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you create a many-to-many database in Google Sheets.